Good afternoon, Timmy Talkers, and I hope you're all well, but of course you are. You're joining me in my kitchen for your daily fix of Timmy Talk. Now, let's talk about a worrying turn of events in this country is self-censorship. If you censor yourself, then the police don't have to do it. It was always a conspiracy that rather than censoring people by the state, they get people to censor themselves, which is happening. How many times have you spoke to somebody and they'll say something? I can't even say it on here what the examples are. But then the person will say, well, but you can't say that, can you? It's daily, isn't it? Absolutely daily. And if you look at any classic TV shows, not always comedies, but episodes of Porridge or Steptoe and Son, it doesn't make any sense if you sing them a lot. It'll just stop and then there'll be a laugh, but nothing in between, because they took out whatever was perceived to be funny. Another example, what's it called? Crocodile Dundee. It's a film from the 80s about the stereotypical Australian going to America and getting confused by society, taking someone who's only ever lived in the desert and whatnot, and being confused by the modern world, and seeing people he'd never seen before, and going to places he'd never been before. It was on just over Christmas, and I watched it, most of it, because I thought it used to be really good. They must have cut out about half an hour. It was a PG film. It was a completely inoffensive film making fun of stereotypes. But they've cut so much out of it. I just don't... It's a terrifying prospect when you can't even say anything about stereotypes. If you go back to the 70s, stereotypes were the mainstay of comedy. It was the stereotype that all English people were stupid or thick. The only people who made any money out of that and any humour out of that were other Irish people. Like they used to make jokes about Jewish people being tight with money. Again, a vast sway of Jewish comedians capitalising on that stereotype. Stereotypes are, I think they are quite... I've never found them offensive, and the joke is on the person who's laughing at it. That's the point of it. And so it's gradually sweeping in, which is why you then get little groups of people. You'll get a right-wing group who defend themselves by forming a little club and society. Then it's easier to control people if you've got lots of people in clubs. If you've got a nation of people just enjoying themselves, they can't be controlled. If you've got a nation of people censoring themselves or being perceived to censor themselves by liberal-minded people who get upset at everything, they are much easier to control, easier to report, easier to punish, easier to make examples of. I've got a friend, he's a nurse up the hospital. He's come from Romania to here because he wanted what I'm sure that people think Britain can provide. He came from a communist country, a former communist country, to England to work hard in the public services, to make a life for himself and probably get some world experience. He's now leaving to go to America to live there because he said, candidly, he's come from a former communist country and he can see day by day the communist playbook being played out in this country, and he wants to get out because he can see what's coming. Isn't that a terrible thing? People fleeing a country of safety to go to a different country of safety because he's terrified it's going to turn into the country he left. What a shame. What a shame. Anyway, so I don't know how we can do it. Do we start taking the risk and telling off-colour or risque jokes? I know I do. My kids were going, you can't, stop it, no. But then probably won't be long before they report me to a teacher, and then I'll be imprisoned, and they'll be taken away. I'll be put in a correctional camp for thought control. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's it. Censorship. We're doing it ourselves. I don't know what the answer is, but you should follow something called Comedy Unleashed on YouTube. It's a more traditional comedy club. And listen to this song today, Year Zero by Ghost. I hope you're all well, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. And you take care of each other and whisper in your own doorways things that might upset other people without anyone going, oh, you can't say that. Or go and talk to an old person. They don't care. They're great. Right. See you tomorrow, Timmy Talkers. Bye-bye.